What's going on? It's your boy Jus Clay, and I just skipped class with the progress report. Yeah.
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd. This is a new episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report. Man, I got Cincinnati's own Jus Clay. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, just working, man. It's been a minute since you've been here.
About like, what, 3 years? Going on 3 years or something like that. It's been a little second.
Nah, for sure, but you've been making a hell of a lot of progress, man. Yeah. A lot of it. So
appreciate that.
We're going to get right into it, man. We had you on the show before, so talk about the latest updates. I know you was on a video game, right? The song was. So let's get right into that.
Okay. So since then, had a single called Scoring. Got picked up by the Wiz first. Shade 45 after that, and 2K reached out. The Black Mamba edition. So that's what made that special. From that point, then took us everywhere. We was at the Grammys performing it, one of the little parties at the Grammys last year. Kiss 107. I just had an interview up there with them. So it's really done taking us a whole bunch of places. And then beyond that, I got 8 more placements on the sync side right now. So that's 8 records. Really, pretty much my whole catalog that's out up to date. Through United Masters. It's got some stuff going on with them, landing records in different spots. So that's really what I'm on, really. And I got this EP coming at the end of the month that I think is gonna like solidify a lot, also. So.
Man, that's huge, man. I seen. I'm like, bro, this nigga working. That's a strategic move, because it's like a lot of times artists think that you got to be just this one way to be successful, but doing that other shit too.
Yeah, I don't think it's really a certain way, honestly. I think every artist really probably just got to find and figure out what worked for them.
Thanks.
There was a lot of pockets I was trying to be in that really wasn't for me. I think your style of music, understanding who you are, what your music and art bring to the table matter too. So for me, what Scoring did, it really just put me in a whole nother market as the whole athletic. You know what I mean? Got cleared to play in NFL stadium, I think NBA stadiums now. So that's really my focus now. I'm targeting people now, like the audiences, the different, you know what I mean? Like this, you gotta know your base, I guess, like, and just run with it at that point, so.
Facts. Now, did that affect your streams for the record at all?
Yeah, my streams went up majorly. Before that, it was crazy because I wasn't really paying attention to like I had all my stuff set up to where it's on the platforms for streaming, but I didn't really know how important or what the importance was of, you know. So yeah, it went way up on Scoring with the screen. I mean, that was on the national video game that still played today, so that was really credited to them. And then I think it probably obviously, you know, put some people eyes on me that I wouldn't have had connection to. So.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm really trying to capitalize off of now is the streams, the different locations and places these people they brought is coming from, so I can try to cater to them, you know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, for sure. What was that feeling like? I'm assuming you played the game, like when you heard it like live in action.
I was like, I don't know, I was like confused, shocked, happy, and emotional.
That's hard.
I think it's just, I really was like, taking it for what the people around me was feeling from it. It was dope though. It's like a once in a lifetime type of feeling, I guess. It was a great feeling though. That first for me personally. So yeah, it's something I'll never forget.
Definitely. Now, what that bag look like? You ain't got to say a number if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's still a grind. I ain't on a lot of that. What's dope about that, then I own the masters with Scoring. So a lot of my stuff is gonna come on the back end after it generate what it's gonna generate. I mean, it's a worldwide game, so once that generate, life should change though, you know, but still grinding right now though, that's, you know.
Big respect,
biggest
man.
part, appreciate that.
So, are you still independent?
Independent, yes.
Independent, man. Talk about the indie grind though, because it's like, you know, you're doing stuff that Majors is doing, but talk about your personal indie grind.
Mine has been like up and down. Times where you want to quit, expensive, depressing, uplifting. Lately, I've been learning how to channel it and watching the effect on others. So noticing that I'm lifting other people through it. So I think back when it was real dark, meaning there's no motion, it's discouraging because you don't realize the effect in which the people you inspire when you're doing it. So now
Man,
I'm kind of
what?
like, it feel a little bit better. I mean, it's a grind. It's just like anything else, probably actually times three, because you're investing in yourself. You're betting it all on yourself. Like that number is from 0 to infinity. So it's tough, but if it's something you want to do, you definitely got to be locked into it, like forever. Honestly, like.
Nah, for sure. Talk about a time that you may have wanted to quit. What did that look like?
It's crazy. I was just telling somebody this. Shoot, probably a couple months. It seemed like right when I would get ready to give up on something major would happen. So we found out the stuff with the scoring situation. Whether it be, oh, it landed us all on the news and stuff too. So
Hell
right when I'm
yeah.
discouraged from other stuff, boom, I get a contact from them. Oh, come up to the news. So now I'm back uplifted. Or I think you done maxed out and invested in one pocket, ain't nothing happening. I'll get a call like, oh, this just got picked up. So it's like every time me personally, I've been trying to quit. It's like something massive will happen that just showed me like, boy, you ain't,
Can't quit.
the time, it's too late. You trapped in it now, you know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But that's the only way you can't win is if you quit. So just understanding that, I think, is helping me get the whole quitting process out of my heart, period. Like, you know what I mean? But often, though, I mean, it's a discouraging state. I don't think
Hell yeah.
it's like something 80% of the world wouldn't try to do. I mean, you kind of like, it's like the lottery for real. Unless you adjust the settings a little bit. That's all I'm doing. My definition of making it is changed, and it ain't what the next person's is. So, if you adjust what making it mean to yourself,
Facts.
then I think you'll probably be less likely to want to quit or give up on it for real. Impact, that's what I'm on. Your impact should keep you going.
Nah, I respect that, man. I always say, you got to define what success mean to you, you know what I'm saying? And not
Yeah,
necessarily looking at what other niggas and people got going on.
That's the biggest trap. Because people would be in a race
Yeah.
to what somebody else might think success is, when in reality, that don't even be, you'll get to the end, the top
Facts.
of that mountain, don't be nothing there for you.
Yeah.
If you do something that's for you and genuinely you was there the whole time. You just had to start looking at it different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what's big with me.
Sure, man. And I know we had kind of touched on this the last interview, but I want you to talk about just, owning a studio and let the people know, like, the ins and outs of what does that require.
It's pretty much along the same lines of, your music career. Probably a little more different just because you bringing stuff to the table to help others' career. So you can't take shortcuts on that either. I'm still growing with it. But from what I noticed so far, that's a special process too. Just seeing other people grow in amounts of time just based off what you provided. You know what I mean? It's tough. You want to invest in that to the top. Study that field. I'm not an engineer or a producer, but what I noticed through them is those type things is important. Studying the field and just, I like soaking in all that game. I don't do what they do, but I think it's a healthy environment that I'm creating for other creators. Like, that's what's big for me, for real. Seeing different creators reach heights at different times. Like, I think I feed off of that. That's what's kind of keeping me motivated also, so.
Hell yeah. Then you got to have other things to fund what you doing too,
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's one thing that's new to me. I'm just now realizing, like, 'cause you can do it wrong. There's a million ways to do it wrong. I don't really know the right way. Everybody's right way is different.
Right.
The first 2 years I was doing it completely wrong. You can make a bunch of money doing it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to transition towards, just running the business part of it right. A lot of stuff you can do that I ain't never know. Like, we got the podcast thing in there now.
Yeah.
We got a kitchen in the back. So it's a chef in there. So it's a whole bunch of different 4 studios now working on one in the back. So that growth, just seeing it in each room, I think is what been key for real.
Respect, man. And we both from the city, Cincinnati. So I want you to talk about, what's the music scene look like there now? And also, too, what's the support like for you?
I think the music scene is dope right now. Just depending what you want from it. You got great music for sure. I think me personally, my favorite artist that I tap into is like, you got the younger cats like the TBs, the Skylar Blatts. I love her music. Those Spigs, I'm part of the young dude wave right now.
Got
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Malio, Highway Rich, people like that be like my personal people close to me favorites. But TB, Shout out to Fame, Wino. You got, man, it's a bunch of people. Too Rich, Benji, people like
Yeah.
him. You got people like Siri. She come from the whole conscious perspective. It's a whole bunch of different stuff going on. So I love it, honestly. Everybody look hungry right now. So, and support for me, I think I'm starting to realize I got way more support than I ever thought I had. I was, you know what I mean? Just when you doing this, you get discouraged. So like I said, you might
Facts.
overlook how much love you really got. So now, when I'm noticing I got way more love than I ever thought. White, black, all races, you know, age, different age brackets and all of that, man. So I'm getting love right now, but I'm earning it at the same time. I think that's what's key too. It ain't something that was given to me. People just observing what I'm doing and respecting the grind. So that mean even more. I get support though, for sure.
Yeah,
Respect
yeah.
too. I think the respect part is another word, but
Yeah.
that's key too.
Hell yeah, man. Nah, that's a blessing. When it's organic and people can see that you're consistent with it, so they know that they can rely on you as an artist for real. Like, you know, some people be in this shit for a minute and out.
Halfway
And,
in. I just told somebody the other day that don't work. Being halfway in and halfway out. I don't think, even if you're the most talented person in the world, I just don't think you can balance that. You got to be all the way in or all the way away from it. Like
facts.
that's just probably the truest, like real talk. All the way in or all the way out of it.
All money in. Sure. Now, your latest single, Moves, man, produced by Sparks. You know what I mean? One of the GOATs from the city, of course.
Shout out to Sparks. Shout out to Sparks.
For sure. I seen you made a few basketball references in this record as well. So talk about that new joint.
Excuse me. So that record, he sent it to me. It was real simple. We did it probably in about a matter of an hour. He sent it to me. I sent it back. From scoring, I told you my mind was already in the sports pocket. So
For
I'm
sure.
like, hey, we need to really like start targeting. I think I start saying the players' names on there. Then look, sure enough, we don't know where it's landing yet. That's one of the records that got placed out of that 8 I mentioned.
Nice.
So that's gaining traction. That's on the radio, on the Wiz right now too. Yeah, we ain't know what we about to shoot the video now, but we ain't really know it was finna be like a banger. But shoot, maybe it makes sense. We targeted that. That's another sports pocket, kind of. It's a bunch of pockets, but kind of went sports on there. I'm trying to get them to move for real, man.
For sure.
So,
Talk about your passion for sports. When I see you got the Atlanta Hawks hat on.
man, they got me for real. I was trying to get the one that all the way. I really wanted the Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay.
But I love sports, man. Really football, basketball. I use the mentality of an athlete in pursuing this music thing. Just, you know, not at no combine training, but just kind of how they mentally prepare for their next, you know, whatever coming up, from trying to exercise, be healthy, keeping their body fresh and all of that. I use a lot of athletic perspectives with what I'm doing with music. Like, some people be like, it's fried, but if you really look at it, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It keep you grounded. And then ready to perform at that elite height, like just like an athlete. All my life I played sports, so ain't playing no more. So now I'm just like, let me just take the mental, what our coaches used to put in us.
For sure.
On the discipline side especially, I left that out. I think discipline is the biggest thing I took from sports, like Little League. All the stuff being yelled at they taught us back then. That's really what's on display now, you know? So, yeah, sports is a huge part of my life. Don't play them no more. But the mental side of it, like just the discipline and all that, it's a huge part, play a huge part.
Nah, I respect that, man. And, you know, another thing I always commend you on, too, man, just, you know, fatherhood. I know you got your own kids, and you take care of your people's kids? Okay, got you. So how many kids do you have now? My man come up with a new kid every year.
Nah, yeah, look. All right, hold on. So, boom. 1 second. This, I ain't like Nick Cannon, though, but hold on 1 second. So
All right, I got you.
We got the twin daughters, right?
Uh-huh.
We got a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 7-year-old. And my brother's kids, like, the one that passed away, try to keep as close to them as possible.
Absolutely.
They won, 13, with his Tiffany, like 15. And then this one is 18. So now it's like this is a whole football team. So it's I don't know, but through them, I kind of, not even kind of, through them, that's what give me my drive. Like just knowing you got somebody depending on you that, you know, you can't really afford to let down, I think was key for me, for real. Found my peace through them too. And I watch them grow with me, so I inspire them, is what I'm learning. So I'm starting to see like tendencies I got, whether they see me always working or doing something that just majority people assume you won't be able to do, having that mind state they can do anything. I'm inspiring them. The 7-year-old brought home a project the other day, and he brought it to me and was basically saying, I want to be just like my dad. You know what I'm saying? I almost
Man.
broke down crying, but just stuff like
That's
that.
beautiful.
You know, it ain't like the average going to, Lowe's, working at Lowe's, and they just, saying that. I'm really pursuing something that's damn near impossible, and they inspired by it. So I think that's what's big for me, like seeing them grow, and then just having that confidence one day that they can, even if they don't do music, like they can just do something that's unlikely for them to succeed. Don't feel like you can't do it. You know what I mean? Just put in that work.
Absolutely.
You see daddy doing, it's gonna transfer. So love the babies, love the babies.
Absolutely, man. Big salute, for sure.
Thank you, thank you.
I want you to talk about your interest in public speaking, and I know earlier we kind of mentioned just mental health, just when it comes to being an entrepreneur, because it's like we do go through so many emotional roller coasters, right? But talk about just you wanting to step into that lane as well.
Yeah, so it's very important. I think we don't dedicate enough effort towards it, right? First and foremost, when I was telling you about the college show I got coming up on the 26th, that's part of my performance. So aside from the music, I'm doing a whole mental health type of speech, type of, you know what I mean? That's very important for me. My whole
Absolutely.
brand with the pain, that's really all geared towards mental health. Before it was about me and my pain, but then when I started seeing, what them 4 letters was doing for other people's, it's like, all right, now how can I transform this? So now that's the pocket I'm about to kind of transition into, speaking on mental health. Like, 'cause when I look at my whole storyline, the one thing this showed me is that's really what I've been walking without a therapist. This music been that for me, or being in the studio, or you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, on the 26th, it'll be my first time speaking in front of a mass about mental health. So it's very big to me.
Absolutely, man. Big salute.
Appreciate you. Somebody got to wear that. I want to be the face of that though. Like we got our people that teach us how to turn up in the club. We got our people that teach us how to get money, drill music, everything. And I love it all. But what I'm saying is, who really the people that's wearing that mask for them type of people? I want to be one of them for real. I think that's when I look at my storyline. That's what I really done walked through. So now it's just time to wear that mask. Wear that, not mask, but I want to be the face of it.
For sure. Respect that, man.
Yeah.
So, our show is called The Progress Report. How would you say that you progressed lately as a person outside of music?
How? Say that one more time. So,
How have you progressed as a person outside of music lately?
I would say exceptionally well. I've been growing in every phase of life. But outside of music, it's kind of like maybe I don't notice it as much. Other people would notice it because I only notice what's going on in that,
Right.
But the fatherhood, trying to be more supportive of family members, checking on people, you know what I mean? I guess just valuing time, my progress and became elite in all phases, just naturally being there for people. When I look at the big board, that's all I've been doing is progressing. Even if I'm trying to go from 10 push-ups to 15, like everything I do, I'm just trying to go up a different height. I think that's what I've really been doing. I probably notice the music the most, but like I say, outsiders, they always compliment me or, big up me on like, yeah, man, you see the growth. Like, so that mean a lot to me when they, you don't really notice it as much until somebody pointed out. So that's really what it is for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So why should people tap in with you if they haven't already?
I got my own sound. Got big stuff going on, man. Anybody that's from the bottom tier, anybody that's just represent that progressive state. You want good music, just be yourself style music. I'm one that if you're starting out from the bottom, like I said, I'm somebody you can follow and really get the belief that it's possible to achieve something, I ain't at the top of the mountain yet, but I think a lot of people, they deal with me or they want to tap into me because they can see it play by play, playing out as far as the growth, so those are the type of people I want to attract, people that's really trying to just build and just go from here to here, you know what I mean? And just people that live in their moment, their story, not giving up. I think that's another reason people tap into me. They see I never gave up with it.
Hell yeah.
So that's important too.
Big respect, man. So when can we expect this EP?
I think I'm coming April 26th.
April 26th.
I think I'm gonna drop April 26th. It's been ready for some time, but I was trying to learn the marketing side of it, how we gonna move with it. But the 26th, it's uploaded now for real. I've been trying to fidget with trying to stay up off of there because I wanted to put it out sooner, but the 26th, I think we're gonna be ready to rock. Yeah, a couple new singles about to drop. Probably next week I'm gonna drop one on 420 that's on the project.
Okay.
Then I done did about 10 features so far this year. So in the city right now, I mean it's still, what is it, April? It's the beginning of April, so I've been going crazy on the features. So you'll hear a lot of me this year. I'm really about to just drop EPs in like a massive amount.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I'm about to just flood it. Come right back probably in July. Every 90 days is my goal. So
Hell yeah.
I done did everything except flooded. You know what I mean? I've been working with 1-2 records at a time. Now it's like have fun with it. Now I want to just release the catalog.
Hell
So,
yeah.
lot coming this summer. Spring too. It start on the 26th, man. 26th, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, man, we look forward to it, man. Keep us in the loop so we can support.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure, man. Well, I appreciate you skipping class with me today.
I appreciate you.
The Progress Report.